everybody. How you doing, man? Hello, everybody. How you doing? You having a good day? Well, you're going to get to see a golf video scorecard. I mean, I'll show you in the video, but this is the scorecard. Yeah. I'm A, Simon's B. Look how terrible that was at the beginning of the round, and you get to see me fuck it up. The only problem is you don't get to see the end of the round, where I played pretty much how I used to. Once I figured out certain clubs to leave alone, do you know what I mean? Mainly woods and that. But I know some people ain't going to believe me. Yeah, that's why I got Bertie in the camera, because Simon's the one who scores. Simon scores, I don't score. I never score. Do you know what I mean? I just don't, because I don't, do you know what I mean? I don't cheat, but I never like anybody to be, you know, to be able to say to me, well, you cheated on that hole, because, like, mate, you're scoring my score. Do you know what I mean? So Simon even counts my shots at the end of all the holes. I don't even do none of that. Simon will be like, I'll have my score in my head. And Simon will be like, Danny, you got a 7? I'll be like, yeah. Danny, you got a par? Yeah. I know, do you know what I mean? But I'll just let Simon do it, because that way I can't be, at the end of the round, nobody can say to me, oh, well, you've cheated, you've wrote this down, do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, bro, I never score. What do you mean? I haven't even got the scorecard. I don't even have a pen in my bag. But if you look at the scores, I'm going to read the scores out to you, right? And it took a while to click. Do you know what I mean? We haven't played for 3 years, right? But you're gonna hear from the scores how they progressively got better. Now, Simon normally plays off an 18 handicap. I normally play off an 8 to 10. Do you know what I mean, right? And you're going to basically hear how the scores got better throughout the round. It took us a while to warm up, man, and to realise we wasn't using our woods today, because I borrowed my woods out to my nephew and I couldn't get them back in time. And Simon sold his clubs like 3.5 years ago because he wasn't going to play again, but now he is. So Simon's used a proper makeshift set today. Yeah, but listen to the scores. So, mine, right, 10 on the first hole, and I did get a legitimate 10. Right, I didn't get over 10. I know 10's shot limit, but I didn't get over 10. I got 10. Yeah, 6 on the second hole, 9 on the third, 8 on the fourth. Yeah, and then I had a 6 on the fifth, a 6 on the sixth, a 3 on the seventh, a 4 on the eighth, and a 4 on the ninth. So that's how I progressively just got much better as the round went on. It took me a while to warm up. Plus, I did do legs yesterday, and Dudley Golf Course is one massive hill, basically. My legs were dying, mate. Do you know what I mean? It killed me. Very much fun, though. It was good fun. My brother, 8, 7, 9, 5, 7. Last 4 holes, 6, 4, 4, 6. Yeah? So we both, like, started playing shit, didn't feel right, couldn't really hit the ball, felt really weird. And then as the game got on, we kind of snapped into how we used to play. Now, me and Simon will go again. And Simon says, Danny, if your battery runs out this time, I'll film the rest of the round. So you will have the whole round filmed by me and my brother. So you'll get to see every fucking shot and every mistake. I think I'll go around the next round in about 48, 47 maybe. Simon maybe 50, because we will only use 4 irons on that off the tee. I should have used my 4 iron off every tee, because every shot that I played with off the tee, after I realised that's the shot to play, was sick. Every single 200 to 250 yards, every single shot. Bang, 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 bang. That's why I ended up with 3 pars on the last 3 holes, because it was just, everything clicked and it just went back to normal. But next time we play, you'll get to see it all. This video was about upcoming content that some people, yeah, makes me laugh this, I'm telling you, yeah, thought that I was lying, yeah, about going on Shaun Attwood's podcast. Well, Shaun has to edit the videos, put them together, his producer has to do them, whatever he has to do, right? And I always knew, like, the thing is with Shaun, right, is you all know that Shaun got banned. His channel got banned for whatever reason. I haven't got into it. It's got nothing to do with me, right? But it got banned for whatever reason. Now, obviously, during the interview with Shaun, we spoke about some funny stuff. We spoke about my past. We spoke about violence, right? And obviously, it was quite an explosive. At some parts, it was an explosive interview, right? Yeah? But I thought maybe like Shaun's just holding off for a little bit, do you know what I mean? Because it was an explosive interview, and maybe I said some things in the interview, because I can't remember everything I said, do you know what I mean, right? That, you know, could put his channel in a bit of risk at the end of the day. And this is Shaun's fucking livelihood, do you know what I mean, right? So I was totally understanding. I'm like, it'll take him as long as it takes him. He's got the footage. He'll do with it as he pleases. And I trust him to do whatever he feels is right with the footage, right? because obviously I've said before, I like Shaun. I have nothing against Shaun. He was very polite and courteous to me and very nice to me. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, why am I going to be anything but nice and courteous back to the man? Do you know what I mean? So that's the way I am. If you're good with me, I'm good with you. I don't listen to hearsay. I don't listen to rumour. I take everybody at face value. That's just the way I am. I've always been that way. Do you know what I mean? Right? And Shaun, mate, the day that I spent with Shaun was a nice day. I enjoyed his company. It was a laugh. Do you know what I mean? Right? He paid for my petrol to go there. He gave me a signed book. He invited my son and my nephew into the podcast room and let them watch it. Do you know what I mean? Right? He was nothing but polite and courteous to me and very, very nice. So, I mean, Shaun won't see this video, but if you do see this video, Shaun, thank you very much. I enjoyed the day, and I got to see what a podcast situation was like. And for all the haters who think I'm lying and that, yeah? Well, after I finish speaking now, you're going to get a little clip from the podcast that Shaun sent to me to promote the podcast a little bit, because I presume it's going to be out in the next couple of weeks. You never went on Shaun's podcast. You're lying and that. You're lying. I don't ever lie. I have no reason to lie. I don't ever lie. I think people need to realise this. Yeah, right? That, listen, for the new people, me fighting dogs and me fighting gangs and me chasing people down with guns and shit like that was all done from the ages of 21 to 30 years of age, right? It was all done between that age, right? From the age of 30 to 35, I have had a few fights, right? The last time I had to put my hands on anybody was 5 years ago. So I'm not out there knocking people out. I don't cause trouble with nobody. I'm not involved in drugs. I'm not involved in gangs. I'm not a gangster. I don't hang about with gangsters. I don't hang about with a gang. Yeah, right? So I'm not out there ever causing trouble. Sometimes if trouble comes my way, because I have children who hang about with their own mates, who sometimes can cause trouble, and I'm always the easiest person to find. So at the end of the day, yeah, if I ever have trouble, it's never really through me. I don't cause trouble, right? But if people come to my yard, I deal with the trouble, right? But I haven't had to put my fucking hands on nobody for 5 years. And the crazy shit that I've spoke about was literally over, like 10 years ago. I'm 40 now, right? I'm a totally different person to what I was back then. Yeah, I still have that person inside me if he's needed, but I don't live with him every day like I did back then. I'm just not the same. I'm way more chilled, I'm way more compassionate, way more relaxed. Do you know what I mean? Occasionally I do explode on camera, but it's quite rare now, as you know. Yeah, I'm just quite chilled and relaxed. Every year that goes by, I become more mature, and every year that goes by, I think I become a better person. And that is also down to YouTube, because I've got to watch videos and not like certain parts about myself. That rage video I did recently about them geezers threatening to come and do this to my... They threatened to come and do stuff to my wife and my daughter. Well, if you ever threaten that and, like, you're serious, these geezers told me where I lived. They sent me pictures of my wife. Do you know what I mean? Sent me pictures of them in the gang and everything. Do you know what I mean? Right, holding fucking shetties and all sorts. Do you know what I mean? And they said they was coming for me. So obviously, I mean, I didn't know whether Danny G was actually still proper present with inside me. I found out that fucking day. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. You threaten my family and Danny G is still very present with inside me. Yeah, he's not been buried that deep. But that was through people threatening me. I didn't want to do that video. I went over the top. These people was from my YouTube channel. I knew they was going to see this video. So I wanted them to know what was waiting for them. And I was waiting for them all day. I waited for them, prepared, ready for war. Do you know what I mean, right? So that's just, listen, people are going to threaten my family and that. That's how I'm going to react. Because I love my family and I will never let nobody hurt them. And people are like, you'll go to jail. I don't fucking care. I would rather go to jail, right, and do 25 years than know that I did nothing and let my wife and my daughter get like, raped and that, beat up or whatever, stabbed or whatever. I would rather die than let that happen. Seriously, I couldn't live with myself after that. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't live with myself. There's no way I could ever look at myself in the mirror again and respect what I saw if I did not look after my family to the death. And I know a lot of people don't understand that, but listen, that's you. That's not me. I know that a lot of people on my channel do understand that, and they would do that themselves. Do you know what I mean? If somebody came to their door saying they're going to rape the wife, I know there's plenty of people who watch my videos who would fight to the death to stop that from happening. Now, I know there's a lot of people who would phone the police, lock the door, and hope that these people never entered the house. But that ain't life, mate. That ain't life. I live in a violent area. If I've got 4 or 5 geezers coming to my house, they're going to get through my door in about 5 minutes. The police ain't getting here for probably 40, minimum. Do you know what I mean, right? I am not going to rely on the government and the police to save my family. I will only rely on me to save my family. And I will do whatever I have to do to make sure that they are safe. And if that means me killing, right, or going to jail for a very long time, then so be it. People keep saying to me in comments, but if you go to jail, who's going to protect your family? Have you seen my brother and my nephews, man? Have you seen my friends? What do you mean, who's gonna look after my family? Everybody. Every single person that I know is going to look after my family. So they wouldn't have nothing to worry about. Now, I know a lot of people don't understand that emotion. They don't. Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to dish you for phoning the police and not going out there to fight loads of people. I'm not going to do that, right? That's your choice, yeah? But don't disrespect me for my choice to go out there and fight for my family. Another quick thing. We want to see you fight. Go out there and fight and film it, yeah? Right, listen. I don't go out and cause trouble, ever, right? If somebody comes to my house and it kicks off, believe the whole area is going to come out to watch it, right? Because I am very well known. People don't believe it, but I'm very, very well known. Yeah, right? So the whole area is going to come out to watch it, and loads of people end up filming it, and it'll go on fucking YouTube or TikTok. But I ain't going to film me doing crazy shit to people because it is a sheer jail sentence. Yeah, it is a sheer jail sentence. Now, that day when I made that rage video like a week ago, right? And I know people are saying, but yeah, you're going to go to jail. Yeah, I am going to go to jail. But I was ready to go out and kill anyway. So I was going to end up killing people or something. They was going to kill me or I was going to kill them. Yeah, right? So I was going to jail or I was going to the morgue. No matter what. It was one of them ones, isn't it? I was either going to Valhalla or I was going to jail that day. It wouldn't have mattered what fucking YouTube video I made. I'm not daft. I made that YouTube video knowing that if these geezers were coming, this was going to be a fight to the death. This wasn't going to be no joke thing. This was going to be a fight to the death. So at the end of the day, they're going to die or I'm going to die. And I'm going to jail for 25 fucking years anyway. So the video wouldn't have made no sense. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have even gone to court. It wouldn't have made no sense. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't have even mattered because there would have been corpses everywhere or I would have been dead. It's that simple, do you know what I mean? As for the Shaun Attwood podcast, that's probably going to be out in a couple of weeks. So for all you haters who said I was lying, you're going to see it now. You're going to see it right now at the end of this video. Have a good day, everybody. Much love and respect. Just a chat, innit? Peace. Sorry, I had a phone call. So, yeah, enjoy the Shaun Attwood podcast when it comes out. I've got a feeling it's probably going to be out pretty soon now. And obviously, listen, if I'm talking about things where I've done, mad violence or mad things, right, you've got to understand it's an experience for me and it's something that is locked in my brain, right? Now, for people who have never done crazy mad shit, you won't understand this, right? But I have got a lot of people in my channel that I know are crazy and mad and done some crazy and mad shit, right? And if you're talking about some crazy violence you've been involved in or whatever in the past, it brings back that past emotion and it comes out, yeah? That's just how it is, right? That is literally just how it is. Can't do anything about it. For me, that's how it is, right? If I'm talking about people threatening my family, the emotion at the time when they threatened my family will come out on camera. That's it. So people are like, why are you talking about violence on your videos? Because if I'm doing a video about my past, yeah, right, about the violent part of my past. Now, there's so many videos on my channel that do not involve violence. You all know this. There's fucking loads, right? The actual me going mad or me talking about violence probably consists of maybe 15% of the videos on my channel. The rest of it is loads of other mad stuff, but not me going mad or talking about violence. But if I'm talking about my life and I'm talking about a past event, it will bring back that past emotion and it's going to come out on camera, right? Now, the people who don't like that side of me, right, and I don't particularly like that side of me, That's why I don't really talk about my past events so much nowadays, because I don't like to go into that headspace. Yeah, right? But sometimes I will. So on the Shaun Attwood podcast, that was kind of like the first videos of me talking about my life and stuff. Well, you all know I had a very fucked up childhood, right? Really bad, really fucked up. So yes, anger came out on Shaun Attwood's podcast. Some crazy ass motherfucking shit came out on Shaun Attwood's podcast. Do you know what I mean? Simple. Yeah? Right? Shaun did a very good podcast with me, and I'm going to do another one with him. Right? This one's going to be funny shit that's happened in my life, I think, because it's not all violence. I have had a lot of funny moments in my life, a lot of crazy funny shit, because no matter how violent I've been or whatever, I've always kept the funny side, the compassionate side, and the very happy-go-lucky, love life Danny. I've always been like that. When I've been happy, and I'm a lot more happy nowadays. I'm always happy nowadays, really. You know what I mean? 99% of the time I'm really happy. But back in the day, it wasn't like that. It was probably more 60-40 or whatever. It was probably 40% raging like a fucking lunatic and 60% like I am now. Yeah? But at that 60% of the time, I was still like I am now. You know, happy-go-lucky, going on holidays, adventures. I've always been like that. I've always been a very adventurous, love life kind of guy. Yeah? So the next video with Shaun, I think, will be that kind of stuff. Loving life kind of stuff. Just having a laugh. Some of the crazy stories. Some of the things I've done with my dad and my brother, and crazy shit. Just funny, crazy shit. Some of it you will have heard. Some of it you might not have heard. But he did say to me, yeah, we'll do a part 2. So we are going to do a part 2, I think. And for all the haters out there, enjoy this little clip that's coming, because you can tell I'm sat on Shaun Attwood's podcast. Peace.
They always say to me, how do you go so psychotic so quick, right? I'm going to tell you this fucking straight, right? You come to my door, I imagine you raping my wife, mate. I imagine you raping my wife. So now I'm going to fucking kill ya. Now I'm going to tear your head off and drink everything in the inside ya. I'm going to rip your fucking brain out, you cunt. And that is how I can switch it on that quick. That's how I can do it, Shaun. Because that's the thoughts that I think of. Because I have now got a sick